That was just sort of fade out, wasn't it? Perfectly seamless fade out. Whoops. Hello everybody. There we go. Back to the Empyrion soundtrack before, I don't think the Helldivers dev would give a crap, but there we go. Can Empyrion handle this much democracy? It can't handle itself, let alone democracy. Let's be honest, it's already at a struggle with that. Welcome back, ladies and gents. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for joining me today on this miserable Wednesday. It's miserable, isn't it? Today just seems like a miserable day, but I hope you're having a fantastic day. That'll just set the scene there. Misery! Hope you're doing great. Right, we're back with the Super Destroyer from Helldivers 2. Got a bit of a muddle last stream, didn't we, with this thing? Let me flashy light on. There we go. We can actually see it in a bit now. With the interior surveys. See, because I think the exterior is like looking mostly done. Mostly done. I'm still not 100% sure about these fake thrusters on the back, but there we go. Got a lot of texturing to do. I might do a bit of exterior texturing and start things off today. Start that. We've got a lot of interior space to do as well. Somewhere in this ship, we have to cram a freaking shield generator. 3x3. Might go right behind this thruster here. Like right here. Plus then shield extenders and boosters and stuff. Well, we got a bit of space at the back here. We've got some space up here as well that we can play with. And of course we've got this long nose section here. Hull breach. Which would be an ideal place to put like fuel tanks and such. Out of the way. Out of the way. Doesn't matter if they get blown up there. Put some in the back as well, just as backups and stuff. But yeah, lots of internal space still to work with. But the main sort of recreation of the game's internal space here. It's pretty good. Just needs a lot of texture work. Got some block work to do up here as well. Got to create some of the shaped blocks. I started something here and then never finished it by the look of it. Cram our CPU stuff in next to the warp drive as well, I think. Oh no, we've got it on the roof up there, haven't we? Couple of bays. Practically, I think it will work as an Empyrion ship, despite the fact that the whole premise of the damn thing is completely useless for Empyrion. There you go. It is what it is. We'll try and make it work. Sunny here in North Carolina. Nice, Cortex. Good to have you along, buddy. Renner Burner. Oh, look, a wandering sponge has appeared. I do not appear to be wandering. Welcome along. Hey, Frood. Joker as well, good morning. Drummels will shadow. For democracy. Notorious. Will we get a drop pod to go with this? Ugh. Not one that would be anywhere near to scale. No, yeah, the drop pods are tiny. Right? They're just big enough for a person to sit inside. You can't create something like that in Empyrion. You can create a drop pod. You can create something that looks roughly like the escape pod in the game, but it's huge in comparison. It'll probably be about 4 times the size of the Helldive pod. So if you want to, this is what a Helldive pod looks like. You know, in Helldivers is probably about that big. That's just one block. And that looks too big, to be honest, in comparison to my character size. But yeah. I might be able to do the Pelican. Yeah. The Eagle. But the drop pod, it might be a little bit out of reach, that one. Anyway, should we start with, excuse me, a bit of texturing? I just need to get a couple of pictures up on my other screen here. 1 second. There it is. Oh, there's a good one. The texture on the outside shouldn't be too difficult, really. You've got some yellow highlight lines. Some of the detailing is yellow, but otherwise it's pretty much 3 shades of grey. The rest of the ship is just 3 shades of grey. Now you got the light grey, which forms the base. There's a darker grey, which appears to be around the sort of greebling and stuff. And then there's a very dark grey, almost black, which appears to be some kind of detailing going on there. So let's configure our multi-tool, color tool here. We've got shady grey built in. We're gonna copy that, put it over the pink here. We're gonna use that. We're gonna make that darker. Paste it again. Make it darker still. And paste it again and make it really dark. There we go. And that just so happens that the shade of yellow, I would say, is a lighter version of that, but not brighter, more pastel-y. So we can figure this one. Looks like the saturation is down a little bit, but it's golder than that. Well, that's a tricky color to get, actually. It's just like looking my eyes back and forth, making my eyes back and forth. It's roughly there. I could probably do chuck it in Photoshop, right, and do a color selector on it and get the actual RGB out of it. But let's stick with that for now, and then we can actually get it later, right? So the sort of lined paneling and stuff that we got going on there. The default texture here. Oh, it's definitely a flat version of that. We can just do that, right, and it flattens it out. But there's definitely some kind of like paneling going on. I almost want to bring it back, but not in like completely. Maybe like parts, like a row of it like that, instead of it being all over in the outline of it. But we're getting that's properly fiddly, that is. Now in terms of the plastic here, we'll just, well, actually I'll leave the plastic on the default texture, because then I know where the plastic is, I suppose, on the inside. The difficulty would be once now I've done all the replacement stuff, knowing where the plastic is and where the steel is. Doesn't really matter, but useful to know. All right. Yeah, it's pretty plain. It's a pretty plain ship, really, in the grand scheme of things. But right, let's see what we can do. Hey, Phil. Right then. Oh, let's symmetry up, shall we? That's going to help things along. Some might say twice as fast. So this will be where we need to put an LCD on both sides with the ship name down here. And there's like a little bit of yellowness scuffing around there. Now this particular panel here is going to be a little bit tough because you can't actually texture it, look. So you could try and texture it in custom color, but as you can see, Vermilion hates us, so yeah. What I might do here is take these out. And put in some vented slats, because I know that they're basically... Or maybe we could use the stair blocks for this. It might look a bit weird. Make stairs on this thing, but... I know that. Yeah. Of course. Why wouldn't it do that? It's my mistake for thinking it'd do something else. But yeah, okay, so there's a bit of that. Okay, so we wanted this yellow, ideally on these things here. And now that I've painted that there, I can see quite clearly. It's actually not a bad match. Believe it or not, as weird as that yellow looks right now, it actually looks pretty much bang on to what the color appears to be. So I'll embrace it for now. We'll see how we get on with it later. There is a little slither of yellow over this engine, but I don't want to touch that, so we'll leave it at there. And there is also a slither of yellow. It's like a yellow line down here, and it goes along there. But if I do a yellow line down like that, right, it's too much. Whole block is too much. What else is on here is actually a sort of, and it's curved as well, not curved but angled in a way that I can't angle it, but you get this kind of and actually that's a better shade, to be honest. No, I'll stick with the darker one. Do with the darker one. That's actually what it looks like in game. Yeah, some of the sort of dark patterns around here, and then have to go onto the symmetrical side here and undo this because it will do it wrong, but we'll deal with that in a second. Thing is, those lines are far more subtle on the ship. They're like they're thinner and they're not quite as bright. So we're putting those lines there, and they really stand out, don't they? Use a color picker, yeah. Have you tried the LCD maker? I'm playing a little with it, and it's going to bring peace between me and LCDs. Charging us, I tried it. And I wanted to feed back and then got distracted. Something else interrupted me and I never did. But I tried it and I couldn't get it to work. So I built an LCD inside the maker, and then when I deployed it, it was completely different. It was just completely off kilter. I couldn't understand it, and I wanted to go into it and figure out what I'd done wrong and what was going on with it. But like I said, something came up and I had to go away, and then I got distracted and forgot. I have tried it though. I was thinking of doing a tutorial video on it until then I couldn't get it to actually work. It's a great tutorial, isn't it? Hey, this is a great tool, guys. It works. Oh, never mind. Doesn't? Thing is, I've seen what everybody else has created with it, and I'm like, I don't understand why mine didn't work. You know? But yeah, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out at some point. But yeah, I mean, that's in a nutshell, what I've just done there is pretty much the texturing that we're going to be able to see on this thing. So I'm going to switch to whole block mode here. And I'm actually going to use a darker grey on these ones. Because these are the gun rails, or what I call the gun rails, shit. They actually do appear darker in the images that I've seen. I'm so out of practice texturing, it would clear at least. Clearly shows. I'm gonna maybe change these to these guys here. Oopsie daisy. I've been saying that so much now. It's almost like programmed into me. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, that's my daughter whenever she like has a little accident or falls over or something. Whoopsie daisy. Now it's leaking into my work. No. No. And this little consequence affect me more, seriously. You can change the color of the midline mirror plane so it doesn't throw off what you're looking at in terms of color. Yeah, I know, right? That would be nice. Right, so we got this darker grey here that we can do things with, all the greebling and stuff like that. We can do funky stuff with this. Use textures that work on half blocks here. I like those. Also, these vented ones work really well on half blocks as well. Things like that, they don't. You only get like a quarter of the texture, you see? They don't really work. But there are some here that just a quarter of the texture do work okay. That one's passable, for example. That one's passable as well. And this one. The hell is that? Really? Oh wow, you do not texture correctly. All right, you're useless to me. Same again. Okay. Hey Johnny, thanks for popping in for a quick hi. Just make sure to fly really fast and blow lots of stuff. That'll keep everyone distracted from noticing those stairs are stairs. Yeah, you got it, Shav. Just, you know, you got to use the blocks creatively sometimes, right? I just realized there's also a dearth of textures that work on roundish blocks as well, those blocks themselves. Yeah. Thanks for popping in, mate. Johnny, hope you're doing well, mate. Right. So, we'll do a couple of things in between these as well. Give them a little bit extra spice. Because, I mean, the texturing of the Helldivers ship itself is plain. From what I can see of the pictures. Ultimately. Let's whole block that one. That doesn't mean that we can't do some nice texturing. Well, nice-ish, you know what I mean. Right. I'm going to use, I can see how this one performs here. I want these connectors here to stand out a little bit. Oh, look at that. A mistake. An error. Yep, setting something special up for Friday before I shoot off to martial arts with the Sprog. Whoa! What are you doing? What are you doing, Johnny? What are you doing? Is this good special, or is this gonna, like... What kind of special are we talking about here? Should I tell them, Johnny? Do you think I should tell them what our plan for Friday is? I'll, some of you will be happy about it, some of you, many of you probably won't. Yes, wholesome special. Oh, nice, awesome. I love a wholesome special. Now I'm excited. Now I really want to know what it is. What is it? You gotta tell me, Johnny. Tell me, Johnny. Tell me. Johnny. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Well, there's only a few of you here, right? So, you know. For those of you that are here, I expect quite a few more people will show up later. So this is between me and you guys, right? You guys get the extra special. For being here early, on time, whatever it is for you. You get troubles. You will have to wait and see on Friday like everyone else. Johnny, what are you doing with this? Okay, fine. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll wait. I'll wait. Doesn't mean I can't annoy you about it every day between now and Friday. Same. Anyway, so between me and you guys, and we won't tell the other guys that come here later because they're, you know, scumbags. But between you guys, we are playing an MMO on Friday because we've had a bit of discussions internally. And well, what really triggered this was the kind of shit show stream that we had last week, where we collectively decided we didn't want to play Nightingale anymore because it was boring, right? But we have tried MMOs many times in the past. We've tried World of Warcraft, we've tried Star Trek Online. You know, we've tried our MMOs, and they've been not particularly popular, shall we say? You know, among both us and our audiences, respectively. So, you know, we're trying another one. We're trying another one this Friday. And some of you might be like, yeah, it's awesome. And some of you might be like, whatever. Or some of you might be all like, yeah, I've played it and you know, I'll come back to it or whatever because you guys are playing it or whatever. And I hope for those of you that applies to that you do, because that'll be awesome. But we're going to be playing an MMO that's been out for a while. It's not new, and I realize the timing of this might seem illogical considering that there is a Dune MMO on the horizon in the near-ish future, but it's not near enough, unfortunately. For us, it is not near enough. So we're going to be playing on Friday Elder Scrolls Online. We tried Skyrim. I don't know if you remember that. If any of you remember that, we tried Skyrim. And it was just, unfortunately, it was too glitchy to be playable. Unfortunately, we had to play it while treading on eggshells. Literally every action needed to be carefully done. Needed to be carefully thought about. We couldn't just pick things up or talk to an NPC. We had to be like, right, actually, who's got to do this? You know, all the time it was treading on eggshells. So we decided we were going to go back to Tamriel, as I suppose it was intended, multiplayer. The Elder Scrolls. Eve! Final Fantasy 14! Definitely not Eve. It would never, ever, ever be Eve. Sorry. We log in for the shit shows. That is why we like you. I also appreciate that. It was just a complete and utter cluster F, wasn't it? I did enjoy Red Alert 2, don't get me wrong. Red Alert 2 was an absolute banger. But it's not something you can necessarily do for 4 hours, a 4-hour stream, you know? So we've got to remember. We've got 4 hours to entertain through, I suppose. So we're going to be giving Elder Scrolls Online a go. Which is kind of like where we all... It's kind of the perfect RPG MMO on paper. Because it does all the things that we all want from it. The Old Republic did come up. The Old Republic is definitely something that I wanted to give a go. But it's not necessarily everyone's cup of tea. So we, as a group, we do have to kind of compromise a lot, right? So Old Republic's good. I've played the Old Republic before. I've got like quite a high-level character on it and stuff like that, and it kind of just charm wore out for me quite quickly. So I mean, I wasn't too upset that we didn't want to do that, to be honest. But yeah, ESO is going from strength to strength. People that play it like absolutely swear by it. From on paper, it's doing very well. Like I said, it's got everything that we want in an MMO as well. Got the classes that we want, the sort of style that we want. Yeah. Star Wars Galaxies. Eve is a second job. Yeah, exactly. You don't have the time. ESO is grindy too, though. Oh, I mean, all MMOs are grindy, aren't they? Bleedy never gets up to the cloud district. Final Fantasy 17. Fallout 76 would have been funnier. None of us have ever played that, to be fair. Star Wars The Old Republic is actually pretty boring and absolutely pay-to-win crap, man. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I used to play it, and then the charm just wore out on me. I think it was after the first or second expansion, and it was just like, here we go again. It wasn't for me. But like I said, we're gonna give ESO a go, and hopefully this will be the one that we can all work with. So we did all right in World of Warcraft, I suppose, from a streaming point of view. But the game is so ridiculously old now that it's not like really gelling with many people, I suppose. But yeah, we'll see how we go. That's Friday. The difficulty we have is that we got there's 5 of us. It limits the sort of games that we can choose. and then that further limits the games that we want to play as well, or as a group. It's tricky. It is not an easy decision to make. But we've been toying around with the idea of ESO for quite some time now. And like I said, on paper, it just seems to be something that maybe we can all get on board with. We'll see, I guess, won't we? We will see. I hope you guys will come along and see with us on Friday. Because if it doesn't go well, then it's just going to be another show stream. But apparently that's what you guys tune in for. So there you go. Isn't ESO like dying? I don't know. I've never played it. From what I've heard, the people that do play it, they swear by it. My condolences in advance. Go back to New World or Lost Ark. Oh, Lost Ark still going? No, we can't go to New World. Lainey will have a fit. She'll be just... You will never hear the end of it. Necron. Hey, MD318. You're welcome, dude. Glad to have you along. Ultima Online. My God, these are some old games. Can you just hear what I said about old games? Anyway. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be crap. You stream, I'll watch. EKS, I appreciate it, dude. Thank you very much for your unyielding support. I love it. Very much appreciated. So this needs to now go into a darker color here, I think. It sort of breaks off. Now, from what I remember from the pictures, there is actually this is vented. So how am I going to do that in this space here? This is really difficult to do. Because it's actually technically only 2 blocks, isn't it? Yeah, that is not viable. Not viable to vent that, I don't think. What I mean is it's got basically like an insert into it. Almost like a kind of intake vent. Because it's only 2 blocks high, you can't split them. Not easily, at least, anyway. Not with, well, making it look, you know, reasonable. I appreciate it's not going to be for everyone, and if it's not for you, I apologize. We are always going to get, or going to play games that you don't like or don't particularly care about. That's always going to be the case. There's nothing we could do to prevent that. There's certainly no way to satisfy all tastes, curiosities, and whatnot. But we're hoping to get something a little bit more long-term running. I'm bouncing around a lot of games recently. Hopefully this one can like sustain us a bit longer. Hey Acne! Play Sword of the Stars, great game but probably terrible stream. EverQuest, yeah. I think Blade did say EverQuest, actually. Fan streams I watch, then typically I buy it. It's a vicious cycle. Hey, says the Carmen, welcome along. But yeah, I apologize for your wallet. I'm 900 hours in ESO, but Endgame was more like a DPS calculator and kind of toxic. Ooh, ouch. We probably won't ever get that. We won't get 900 hours in though, dude. No. If you want more details, man, you could always scale up Scale the ship up larger so you can add all the glibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblibblib to get the sort of detail in. Like the interior space isn't big enough. The hangar bay is not big enough. To get all the detail in exactly, I would need to scale it up. But then getting it up would take, it would take away the Empyrion purpose for this ship. So there's the recreation purpose to make it as a sort of faithful recreation. And then there's the Empyrion purpose to make it useful. Make it actually have a point in using it. So other than just to like sit pretty on your shipyards line, I guess. Interesting. That is the wrong way around. Yeah, so to make it useful, the size that I've got it is ideal for an early game ship. Now, bearing in mind that in Reforged Eden 2, I think you're going to be married to your early game ship a hell of a lot longer than in Reforged 1. Because as we found out, making the plasma thrusters requires some pretty difficult to acquire stuff that can only be bought as well, which means you're going to have to make money, which means you're going to have to go trading or go via the traders and stuff like that, do lots of missions and stuff. Or find it luckily in loot. I don't know if it's going to be in the loot tables, that's the other thing. Then there's the antimatter stuff. We didn't even bother looking into that because, you know, that we know that that's going to probably require some of the really end game stuff to have the antimatter thrusters. So this thing needs to be able to fly and operate on ion thrusters, which are the weak piddly ones that you get for basic resources. The resources you can find just lying around. If I make it bigger, that means more thrusters. If I need to add more thrusters, it means more CPU. And we only have 500,000 CPU. I don't have a shield generator in this yet, generators, fuel tanks, or any half of the devices that I need, and it's already over halfway of that CPU total. So scaling it up, yes, can help with the detail, but then hurts potentially the usefulness of the ship. So I'm going to try my best to do it in the current scale. Also, I don't want to. There's that to factor in as well. That's a genuine reason. All right. So I need to focus some texturing around these gun ports here. And that's generally easy enough. I mean, put the... That's nice. Cool. Put some kind of like little extra details in there. Extra blocks around it like that. Come on. And then we use some of the symbols. We need a T. That doesn't quite work in that space, but there we go. And we have to turn symmetry off to fix the symbols on the opposite side, which are dumb, but dumb symmetry for you. And while we're doing that, fix it over here as well. Interesting. Is that? Oh yeah, okay. I did look to in the starter planets in Alpha. Nice. The plasma converters. Damn you for getting me into Reforged Eden 2. Now I can't even look at vanilla, and even Star Salvage doesn't satisfy me anymore. There's something quite special about Reforged. Shippers looking good. Have you ever looked at Spaceborne 2 or the soon-to-come-out Underspace? The former, yes. The latter, no. Former, I do actually have a short series on, up to the point where I run out of story. I'm waiting for them to add a lot more story so that I can continue the series. There's quite a few people who are asking me, are you going to go back to Spaceborne 2? And it's like, yeah, but not when they've just added one more chapter. So I start the series back up, get one more chapter in, and then go, right, we're out of story again. I go, no, stop again. And I want to get to a point where I'm just basically treading water in the game. Because it becomes very repetitive at that point. It becomes very much like conquer a system, rinse and repeat. Yeah, this is asymmetric work right now, so turn that off. Oops. I didn't say oopsie daisy that time, guys. Oopsie daisy. Put the bloody symmetry mode here, that would save some time, wouldn't it? Placing the shoot here markers, yeah.
Potatoes.
Oh.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Thank you, Sam. Appreciate the potatoes. Well, thank you, Marco, for that one. I need to go pretend I have a job. Cortex3 for take it easy, buddy. Thank you for your support as always. No oopsie daisy. Can't be having that. How will the munchkin learn to oopsie daisy correctly if dad doesn't? Oren, you got a point there. You're the only person other than myself that I've heard say oopsie daisy in over a decade. Hey, oh my god. That name is, what is that? I'm just gonna call you Hannah. Because I can isolate the word Hannah out of Crazy Hannah Breechu. Hi. Hi, Hannah. Reforged Eden has top quality mission content that actually works, and the rebalancing certainly helps for keeping your attention. And I absolutely love the auxiliary shield part system. Yeah. Yeah, it's got a good feature. What I like about Reforged is you can do as little as much as you want in the game. Right? It doesn't force you. It doesn't force you to do anything. Like, yeah, a lot of people complain about the end game stuff, the end game grind in Reforged. I just say to them, don't do it then. Just don't bother. Just don't do it. If you're not enjoying the grind, then don't bother. It's not like you can't play unless you have a 96 quantum core freaking dreadnought and you spent half your life grinding. No, wrong. That one, that yellow, that's the highlight color, isn't it? Half your life grinding quantum cores. Just don't do it. We're called pirates. There's plenty of factions and POIs out there that you can do with lower grade or standard 2.1 million CPU CVs. You know? I like mining. I suck at POIs, so I don't do them. I just need to find people who like to do POIs on combat who need somebody to farm minerals for them. I mean, that sounds like a perfect faction dynamic. There's a lot of factions in Broken Eden that would happily take on a miner. I know that for sure. Happily, they would take on a miner. You're a miner, are you? Yeah? Welcome aboard. Wait, don't you want to hear about my credentials and experience? No need. There's an asteroid. Here's a mining ship. Have fun! Do a little bit more texturing, and I think what we'll do is we will go and do some more interior work. What? Smadge, hey Smadge, listen, I have a favor to ask. When you are done with this, if I send you my baby starter carrier, can you make it, like, good? I promise I won't make you call it something dumb.
Welcome aboard.
Wait, is this the Spange please fix my ship stream? Can I jump on board? Oh god. He's not even joking. There are factions in Reforged Eden who will literally shove a fresh spawn into a mining SV and let them off if they are willing to work 8 hours a day for ration packs. Yep. Pretty sure he's going to politely tell me to F off, but I'm shooting my shot. You won't even see it. He's rubbish at reading chat when he's building. It's like he forgets we are here. I see you. I see you. Like the one and only time that I actually read chat before it scrolls off my screen. I see you. I see you. Now and sometimes. That works. Literally. Got it. You just get a kind of a hang for the hang of what sort of textures work with what kind of block and what kind of shapes that you throw down. It's not a quick process. It's not something that will happen overnight. You suddenly have a kind of like a way of figuring out what shapes work with what blocks. It just comes with practice. Yeah. Oh, so many diagonals. I hate those diagonals. They look fugly. They're proper fuggo. You know what, Johnny? You aren't entirely wrong, but I'm trying to butter him up so he'll fix my ship. Okay, good is taking it a bit far. Thanks, Johnny. Cheers, buddy. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, maybe. Bastard. You know what, Johnny? You're entirely wrong, but I'm trying to butter him up. I mean, you guys suck. Hey, Daniel. Yes, Empyrion has been wasting its potential since 2015. It's the situation. It is the situation. I'm thinking about a Pimp My Ship series. Can you imagine, though? Hey, everybody, send me your ships that you want me to pimp up. Send them to this email or this Discord. Oh my god. I just imagine that the inbox would be full within seconds. And, you know, with a full YouTube schedule and a little one, trying to retrofit and then create a series out of, a highly edited video out of, pimping ships. Oh my god, I can't imagine the work involved in that. That's huge. It's a huge project. I don't know whether it would be worth it or not. This is the problem. That's a massive risk, isn't it? Like, it's a great idea in concept. Could I actually pull it off, though? I don't know. That's a beast. Do it! Okay. Who do I choose as well? How do I choose just one? You know? We only get 100 people send their ships in and I choose one. That's 99 disappointed people. It would quickly turn into Pimp My Box. Somebody would just send me a core, wouldn't they? Say, hey, Spanch, can you pimp my ship? Fucking core. We don't know what's the next step after the DLC. RNG. No, I think I'd have to go through every one of them and choose one that I would be comfortable in doing up, that I would be able to do up. Because if somebody sends me a box, I'm essentially building a whole new ship. Because I wouldn't send like a box with some texturing on it back. You know? Like, you'd have to do some work. I think I'd choose people that would have done some work. And tried. You know? Maybe that's the standard. Don't send me shit that you haven't even bothered trying with. Alright, so I'm going to call it there on the texturing there. I think you've got to send us that. Let's do some more interior design. Oh, what the fuck? Uh-huh. Yeah. Seems legit, doesn't it? Thanks, symmetry mode. Good job. Why is that one not even? That's just a normal square block. Then why is that missing? Oh my god. Are you on holiday? Let's rip you off this because so many diagonals here. Bugger. I hate symmetry mode sometimes. It should be a massive time saver, and sometimes it's just really, really not. That's not so symmetry. Yeah, exactly. It's not so symmetry. Quite right. If any of the Reforged authors would buy the rights from Elyon, well, you need Elyon to sell first of all, wouldn't you? I don't think they have any intention of doing that. I had an idea about the yellow lines that I saw in the pictures. I want to get an idea on this and then I'll symmetry it. Oopsie daisy. There he goes again. The oopsie daisy's back. Yeah, it's different because on the ship itself, it's on the angled slopes, which looks better, and it's also much shorter, I think, to be honest. Get rid of those two, and that's more likely what it looks like. But imagine that on an angle there. All right, anyway, inside. Right, so I know from looking around inside the ship that there's quite a lot of texturing on the walls inside the hangar bay. Block texturing as well. Right. I think where we've got the block lines at the moment needs to be the outermost support beams, and everything in between needs to be set a block in. So let's see. A block in is like that. Or that. But made out of plastic. So, got a few little details to sort out here. What we got here? Hey, Bone Dog, thank you for the 23 months resub, dude, by the way. Thank you. I missed that. I appreciate you. Thank you, Bone Dog. Hey, Scracken. Johnny, am I mad, or did Spanish used to get very, very snooty when someone would suggest he'd do an inspired build or your favorite ship in Empyrion builds? Snooty? Hey, Echo, welcome back, dude. Princess of Damascus. Hey, Princess of Damascus. Love it. Hi there, can you copy and paste entire sections like in Dual Universe? Yes, you can. Oh yeah. You can copy and paste entire sections. You can save copied sections as well, so that you can then repaste them later. You can create a whole library of copied sections if you want to. Yeah, it's pretty flexible, really. Ba-da-dum, ba-da. I'm going to take that out and grab the... Because that block doesn't exist for a container extension, because madness. But this one does. Madness. There we go. Alright, so block there, block there. Alright. Getting there. Grinding in an MMO while listening to Spange. Princess of Dumbasses. What MMO are you playing? We need to know. Out of curiosity, what normal turrets are good for ground-pounding bases? The only ones that work, well, speaking of Reforged Eden here, ones that work in atmosphere, cannon turrets, gat turrets, laser turrets, and that's it. Now, if you can get your hands on Xerax turrets, Xerax laser turrets, positron turrets, missile turrets will also all work in atmosphere. A buddy of I once rebuilt a supersized refuge, the default SV you get in your blueprint. Really? Why? My favorite CV by far. Fair enough. There you go then. That's why. That's why. Naval action, just sailing while hauling trade goods. Naval action in MMO? Damn, I did not know that. I thought, I mean, I've heard of naval action. I didn't realize that was an MMO though. The new constructors look so good there. Yeah, they look pretty dope, don't they? They don't look anything like the consoles in Helldivers, but, you know, there's only so much we can do. Right? You're welcome, Echo. I miss Final Fantasy 14, but I can't log in anymore since my ISP went to shit. FF14 is the only MMO, says Project Striker. Skull and Bones? Well, Skull and Bones is, I think you can have a crew of 3, was it? Back for Blood is still going. Anthony, shoutouts, fair play, dude. I did enjoy Back for Blood. It is a solid game. It didn't quite have the same charm as Left 4 Dead. You know, I was a big player of Left 4 Dead back in the day. I really was. That was my game. That was my game. Before Empyrion. I Left 4 Dead it hard. But Back 4 Blood was really good. Mechanically, it was sound. There was just something off about its charm. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's really difficult to describe. What does that even mean? It is a very good zombie shooter, but yeah. A zombie shooter. A zombie shooter. Right, anyway. You guys are distracting me. You bastard. Right. So texture-wise, we obviously got a lot of work to do in here, but the roof here is looking good. Let me just double check my pictures. Yeah, most of it, the other stuff I could do with it is just texturing, really. It's difficult because there's trussing. There's clearly trussing inside the hangar bay in Helldivers, right? And we have truss blocks, but they won't look good. They will look like shite. They will look garbage here. Right. Let's play with some, and I'll show you what I mean. Right. So the truss blocks would be these pylons here. Now I can either texture these in this sort of texture here, and it gives them that kind of like trussing look, I suppose. Or we can actually use actual truss blocks that are in the game, and it'll look like this. Which, unless I've backflipped them there and put them in these spaces as well. I mean, even that, to be honest. Which one do you prefer, guys? The textured trussing or the actual trussing? The other problems with the actual trussing as well is I need to do the behind the scenes blocks. Are you putting the central rail that runs along the roof? Yeah, there it is. The riser. That's a reasonably easy to texture thing. I think that's yellow as well, isn't it? I mean, oh my god, that's all blocks. Hang on. That's like kind of yellow, if I remember correctly. I might use a different texture. This is a very, very... this is a lot. This is more than I bargained for. Yep. That's going to be a lot as well. How do I get yellow in there without it going, like, in my face? I need a less in my face yellow or texture type. I might need to texture it more than that. And then if I block texture it and then texture underneath, because I think realistically we need that to make the riser, right? Get rid of that. It's distracting. And then we need to use other blocks, in my opinion. These guys here. Quickly slap on symmetry a second. This. And that along. And then get rid of that, that's distracting. Let me use something like this one on a whole block. Except it doesn't rotate correctly on a whole block, does it? Boo. We need the cables to run the length here. Like that. And then maybe what we can do is use this one on the inside. Or that one. No, we'll stick to that one. No, we don't see the yellow on this because the power's off at the moment. But we will. Yeah, the riser, kind of. It's limited, but I think it generally gets the point across. Use a darker colour. Sort of. A less in your face yellow, like orange? The real one looks better. Thanks, Chartros. Yes, it does. With the right texturing behind the truss blocks, can actually look good. It doesn't look sturdy. Yeah. I know, they look so flimsy, don't they? They look well flims. Well flims, babes. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to stick with my instincts on this thing. No, thank you on those ones. And we'll stick with full blocks and texturing. Right. I believe that cabling and stuff, the texture for that cabling continues along as well. If I remember correctly, it carries on through there. But yeah, the other option is once again our old friend, the stairs. Stair blocks could add an interesting look to these things. I'm not sure if it will give the right look though. Is 100% not what we're seeing. Yeah, it's all kinds of wrong, guys. I'm not even going to entertain that one anymore. Right. Yeah. Now, what they got here is a very peculiar texture. That look like kind of fabric almost. Playing around with some textures right now, guys. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. He lost the plot. It is just yeah. A weird one. It's a very weird one. Yes, yeah, they, Arkany, you were right. It was the abandoned temple. I think they used destroyed blocks to make it look like torn fabric. I'm not trying to make torn fabric here, though. It's the ish. I want that, but the other way around, you know what I mean? It doesn't fit in that. The best combination I've seen so far. Still not right, but I don't think we're ever going to get it right, to be honest. It's going to be one of those things that just is a bit odd. Getting there, though. Oh, you bugger. Okay, anyway, right, let's put the texture gun down for a second. So we have still got to navigate somehow from this area into the next area. Now, I've done that on this side quite easily by turning this cargo hold into a corridor. And we did actually put some grow plots in over here. So we do have somewhat, some kind of lounge area type thing where we can put some fridges and stuff in there later. Let's go ahead and do that now. Fridge and food processor. Food. There it is. And of course, no ship is complete without some potted plants. Oh yes. A nice fern. Put a plant over here that would clearly die against that thruster, but that would also prevent us from walking up against that thruster, so that works in 2 ways. Lovely. Lovely. Let's have a big potted plant in here. Why not? Yeah, let's decorate this place. For liberty, for freedom, and for democracy, obviously. A palm. We got too many palms. We got a palm already. Let's have a yeah, big leafy bastard. There we go. Some of this stuff looks straight out of Planet Crafter, doesn't it? I swear I've seen that one in Planet Crafter. Yeah. Okay. Would those plants be considered libertrees? Dragon's talent. Very nice. Providing some foliage. Treasons. Over the Starside Cafe. Yeah, something like that. Got the shutter doors on the windows here, but we'll sync them up to some signal logic later. So when we hit, I don't know, red alert or something like that, the shutters close. Democratic alert. Democratic alert. Right, is that? Oh, yeah. Okay. Hull breach. I'm trying to think whether I can get a nice elevator block, because if I take this block out, it comes and upsets the shaping of this hangar bay here. If I put it there, then I can see it from the stairs, and it just looks weird. If I put stairs there, I have to use the stairs I don't like using. The ones that don't work in gravity fields of more than one. I think I might have deleted my stairs. So I can put that stair there and another one there, and I can get up into this space here, which is, you know, fairly sizable, chunky space that we could probably do something with, you know. But I don't like using these stairs, and having 2 of them back to back like that just ew. So the answer there would be an elevator.
Godlike.
I can't quite put one there. Dragon Stalin, dude, you're an absolute awesome dude. Thank you so much for the 5 memberships. Again, you are on it. I really appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You're always so generous. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Now, the other option is this block, is this a block? I can't, yeah, it is, okay. Well, these blocks just exposed to space. I can put one there, which, it's passable. And then I eat that block away and put the other stairs to a right angle there. Which may be an acceptable workaround, I suppose. Is it though? Is it acceptable? I don't know. Who uses gravity on spaceships? I do. All the time. Literally all the time. Right. I assume your comment was being sarcastic. Yeah. Oh, fair enough. But what am I going to use all this space for up here anyway? I don't know. This is what we need to kind of figure out before we start digging around with this sort of stuff, really. Is because that I might just block that off And then we access that space back there or up there through some kind of engineering access, maybe. Or perhaps I can carry this elevator up into it that way. Oh, symmetry mode has been up to no good again. My fault. Yeah. Error. Nice. Okay. So we do need... Let me get rid of all this stuff. Let's get what we need in here. We need a shield generator, right? We'll start with the... Not the alien. That's clearly bonkers. Advanced. We need some of these advanced plasma turbines, although I'm not sure what they cost either. Have a look into that. Again, we've got to be careful here about what we... Heat exchangers, you see? Heat exchangers, we know, we can only be bought and looted from very certain specific POIs, whereas the standard ones are all just regular components, okay? So we could use the standard plasma turbines, which essentially replace solar panels. We'll probably stick with improved large generators. I don't think we're going to have the space for advanced. I'm not sure we're going to need it either, you know? And then we're into ammunition stuff. We need somewhere for ammo boxes. Probably will want a repair bay in there, but not important. Okay, so shield generator, big honking thing, right? Not much space. I mean, we can slap one there. That's an interesting place to put it. That would work. We're gonna have to form the blocks quite nicely around that to make it work. Put it into it like a shield room. We can put it on that side. But yeah, I mean, that works. Put that there. Then we need capacitors and chargers, right? Are they even still a thing? Yeah, here we go. So large shield booster basic, large shield booster improved, and large shield boosters advanced. Gone are capacitors and chargers. They are just now just boosters, right? So where are they in the tech tree? Here they go, right? So basic. That's all your basic materials. Titanium, energy regulators, advanced electronics, cobalt, capacitors, computers, flux coils. Then the improved ones require Sathium, Dyscosium, advanced capacitors, computers, flux coils, power coils. Advanced capacitors, though. What are advanced capacitors? Are they something we can build? Advanced capacitors. Neo, plastic, cobalt, aluminium, and electronics. Okay, fine. So we can use at least up to, I think, the large shield boosters. Improved. The advanced... Where are they on? The advanced uses platinum, dyscosium, bridges and matrices, superconductors. Right, superconductors, I'm pretty sure, are not something we can build. Super, yeah. Ond. Semiconductors, but not superconductors. Superconductors I know we can get from certain trading opportunities. And again, certain POIs. So, we're not going to use the top tier ones then. The advanced shield boosters. Out of curiosity though, let's see how big they are. Let's see if we can fit them in. Oh, okay, so they're the same size as a... Oh no, that's 4x3. Okay, wow. Wowsy, wowsy, wowsy. Okay, they... What do they do? How much shielding do they add? Reconfigurable shield boosting module capable of either increasing shield capacity, shield capacitor, or shield charge rate, shield charger, at the cost of its opposing trait. Hit points 10,000. Okay, so they're charge blocks. Oh, fuck. Okay, so they are charging, and capacitors and chargers are still a thing. Sorry. They just integrated them into one block. Oh, well, well. Okay. So the capacitor adds 24,000 shield capacity at minus 600 recharge. The charger adds 1,200 recharge, but minus 12,000 capacity. So you need one charger, one charger to counteract 2 capacitors. Am I doing that right? Two capacitors to one charger is probably the best way around, I would say. And that would be the same here as well then, because, yeah, he just divides, I think. Yeah. 2 capacitors to one charger. And these things are much bigger now. Look, they are 2 by 3. 2 by 3 by 2. So if we were to add 2 capacitors here, for example, and that looks like the original old bigger block, doesn't it? And then we can add 1 charger underneath, maybe. And that would equal 46,000 shields, which is actually pretty respectable in Empyrion 1. Empyrion Reforged Eden 1. Right, CPU wise, what has that done? So 367,000. So we could probably add another 2 chargers. Blam. Capacitors, sorry. And another charger. And that would get us 64,000. But we're now almost about to break that, and we haven't even added generators in. Now, adding more shields is just going to increase the requirements of our generator capacity. Directly underneath the turrets. Okay. Love the change in size of the advanced shield parts. They are too big in Reforged Eden, yeah. Maybe shield parts could be an upgrade path for when you get more CPU. Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm trying to figure out right now. If I take these ones out a second, is there a place that I can actually fit this monstrosity somewhere? Bearing in mind that pretty much all the blocks that I've got right now are immovable, really. Yeah. Oh, it went in then. Saw it go, there we go. Oh. Come on. Why didn't that place? Oh, it is being such a prick. There we go. We get two of them. There, look. It does mean there's a bit of a gap here, but I can seal that up just by changing this block to a different tone. But yeah, there we go. Put two of those bad boys in there. So I can leave that space. Do that. I can leave that space open and mark it for advanced shield capacitors. So those two, 76,000 shields. Obviously, bear in mind that we don't have the ability to charge them at that point. So we would need then 4 chargers of these sorts to counteract that draw. No, but anyway, okay, so we just put two there and then 2 somewhere else. Difficult to decide on exactly where I want this stuff, I gotta admit. Because part of me is like, well, put it here, but then you've got the shield generator there, and then it lopsides it. I'll put them over here. That's directly underneath turrets, which get shot. Yeah. I think I'm going to put them here. So these are. Well, we need 4 of these for the shield configuration we've got there, but we're not going to be keeping that. So let's put 2 of these. 2 chargers. And that means we can have 2 more capacitors somewhere else. And that might just be there and there, to be honest. The actual shield array is at the back, but right, I'm going to leave those 2 in so that I know where they are, and then that is going to screw our calculations up a little bit, but sure it'll be okay. All right.
Unstoppable.
Find that magic pixel. Hey, man, remember the pipes? Yeah. How are you doing today? I'm good, mate. Thank you very much for dropping in. I appreciate it. Pizza, dude, thank you very much for the €2. More democracy, yeah! Absolutely. Balux. The Bob Ross of Empyrion. I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah. Thank you. Right. Generators is what we need. We need power. Power. So, yeah, and that's going to be at the back here as well. But I'm going to try and think about like how we're going to be accessing this space and how navigating it as well, which I haven't figured out yet. Both accessing and traversing need to be thought about. I think, to be honest, I'm gonna continue this elevator up into the space here, because that to me seems the most logical. Right, so put that there, and that gets us in. I'm gonna go straight ahead and chuck it up another block. Right. So we can access from this elevator this deck, this subdeck, and the upper deck as well. Okay, that's good. And we have a hole. We have a hole. Are we still 640? No. And I have a purpose for that hole. Now are you 640? Yes. Oh my god, I'm lost. There we go. Right. Okay. I've got a lot of random just like gaps in the floor here. A lot of filling in. I can't decide what to do with this space, I gotta be honest. You need to start talking like Bob Ross. I'll work on it. Happy little battle cruiser. Happy little battle cruiser. Right. I have a purpose for that hole. Oh my. I'm sorry, Spange. Bob Ross never used no math to paint. True. Very true. However, I think it's calling what I'm doing math is just. Oh no. It's just no. Red-Eyed Neighbor! Thank you very much for the membership. 36 months of membership. Thank you. I appreciate that, dude. Good day, good sir. Hope all is well. I'm great, dude. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you popping in. Thank you very much. I'm going to use steel under here. Alright, so let's draw this off. We need... I mean, like, let's do some crew quarters for our 4 Helldivers, right? But like, we got any constructors? We got storage. We got docking and stuff like that. We got a bridge. We'll have O2 and armor lockers and stuff there. We'll have clone chamber there. Medical. We need full medical. We need a sick bay. Alright, so this is going to be engineering, isn't it? Right? So let's seal that off. Let's create a corridor here. We need... well, I say engineering. This is going to be the shield bay array. I'm just going to create a dead-end room here, right? This isn't going to go anywhere. What have we got to play with in this block here? We play with this space? Kind of, sort of, yeah. Yeah, to a degree. All right, no, that's fine. Because we can use these guys. Create the roundy kind of roundiness that I wanted to create. The roundiness, there you go. Happy little roundiness. Yeah. Lovely. Create it like a shield pit. Seal that off at the bottom as well. Got this kind of dead space here. Not sure what we're going to do with that, but may just seal it off or may do something with it. I don't know. You need a bathroom, yeah. See, Spanish knows how to appreciate some good curves. Ship needs a large morgue. Oh, damn. Alright. Sorry, do forgive me. I'm just snacking while I do work. I didn't have any lunch. So, now let's put... some regular glass around here. Put that on the inside. There we go. And to do the same in the inverse. Cool. Okay. I need a multi-tool. Fuel tanks, ammo boxes. Yeah, I need to add all that. Xerox feel about it now, isn't it? With this red business going on. Right, what am I doing with the interlocking blocks here? I don't need that space behind them, so I may as well just lock it off. I don't know about the red. You know, they got the red in the hangar bay because of the, like, looks like insulation or whatever from the pictures, but I'm not sure about that. Well, at the same time, need something in here. Vents, I got you, Ranabono. Man, this may be a colossal degree of copium, but I decided I would finish Enshrouded today and maybe get some free building options because I bought the game solely on its building. I also seen a video where someone was going around rebuilding ruined structures, but after, what, 2 hours, they will all revert if you don't have a flame down. So however much I like that idea, I'm just not about that for no reason. I also forgot that my main base has a room completely full of boxes of just shit. They've just released a roadmap of Enshrouded this afternoon. Some good stuff coming. Can I hire Spange Interior Designs? No spaceship to expansive. Nice. Yeah, man, Enshrouded is such a boss of a game, dude. Honestly, it is. I know everybody went really hard with it really fast, didn't they? They went so freaking like hype with Enshrouded that everybody's now burnt out on it. It's just completely burnt out. By the way, I really appreciate you guys still watching my Enshrouded series. Thank you. It's like, oh my god. Woof. That is not doing great at the moment, you know. Don't worry, I'm gonna carry on doing it because I love the game so much. It's so f***ing good. I will defy the statistics, and I will continue and complete that series. F 'em. F 'em, I say. Poochie Moochie, thank you for the follow. Also love that name. That's amazing. Robert, good morning, sir. I was about to stop watching it on that D move at the end of the last episode. Hey. I'm getting desperate. What can I say? I need the views. I need you to come back. Yeah, no, it was a bit harsh. The problem was I knew that the boss fight was going to take a while, and I'd already like done loads of stuff exploring the capital and stuff. If I'd done the boss fight as well, that would have been well over an hour-long video, and that's just not good practice. Basically, is put it that way. Like, shield room, quite imperialistic, right? But then I suppose that's fitting with the theme of the ship. What do you guys think? I got to admit, I'm not 100% sold on it at the moment. Like it's I think that's good, but there's no real like pop in this room. But then should there be any pop in the room? It's just a junction to the shield generator. I really need to get the generators and fuel tanks in this thing so I can power it on. Right. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple of generators up in the nose section here. Makes little to nose sense, but trust me on this one. Look at the space we have in here. It just, yeah. We're going to have a lot of these generators. I want to overpower this ship really, so that it can be upgraded nice and easily. We're going to have corridor access up here somehow. I haven't figured that out yet, but we will. Yeah, one of the 3 generators there. And then this space down here. I think I'm gonna have an elevator down. Are these? Oh yeah, they go into the hangar. Okay. Yeah, it's going to interfere with that. These are under those pipes there. Couple of generators there as well. What are we doing on CPU? We are well over now, but we take these two out. We're still well over. Holy crap, how does that even... Wow, okay. Ooh, that's not good. The generator's really done that. Large shield boosters have done it. I'm not even seeing generators. Oh yeah, they're the most CPU intensive. My gosh. Okay, maybe I overdid it on the generators. Yeah, I really did it. How much? Why are these so CPU intensive? They better be producing a shitload of energy. 25 kilowatts. $25 kilowatts. That's it. You're charging 25,000 CPU for 25 kilowatts. You son of a bitch. Alright, well, I do have a lot of shield compositors and stuff, I guess. You know, it is 64,000 shields. I'm only 2 hours late to the stream. Welcome, I am Bucket. So you're charging me 25,000. So for you 500,000 CPU is what I'm allowed, and that's a maximum CPU, right? 100,000 of that by 4 generators, producing 1 megawatt. No, sorry, not even 1 megawatt. 100 kilowatt. Is that a megawatt? I thought is a megawatt 1,000 kilowatts or 100 kilowatts? I can't even remember. $1,000, okay, yeah. So it's only 100 kilowatts then. Oh, yeah. Check the other generators. Well, the small is giving 5 kilowatts at 12.5. Well, the small is the worst because that's 5 kilowatts. Or half the CPU. So you get 25 kilowatts for twice the CPU, which is way better. Which means that the super duper duper one, right? 100 kilowatts for 50,000. Okay. So we use the CPU of 2, but get the benefit of 4 with the advanced large. So then the push is to use the advanced large, isn't it? You want to be using that thing. And let's just make sure here that the advanced large is not eating something like crazy stupid. Lithium motors, flux coils, power coils, ascosium. Okay, so yeah, no, that's fine. It's not using some unobtainable resource unless you have like a sick ship already. But the problem with this thing is the size of it. 6 by 2 by 2. Oh, a 6 by 2 by 2. Oh, this is 1 high, isn't it? Sorry, I thought it was too high for some bizarre reason in my brain mind. This is too high in here, though. So that is the equivalent of four generators. We're going to need some point more than one of those. So I put 2 of these suckers in. Take one out at the end, then I know I've got the space, right? So that's 512. Okay, so that's definitely, hopefully, enough power to run this thing. I don't know. That's math for Spanish, yeah. Not if you want to actually get the right answers. Right, let's quickly add some fuel tanks in here. Let's power this thing so we can actually see some statistics. Fuel tanks. So we've got those ones, and we've got those ones. Okay. So again, I'm gonna put some of these in the nose section here. Whoopsie daisy. There she is. Whoopsie daisy's back again. That's some serious fuel capacity right there. That is some serious fuel capacity. Alright. We need some O2 tanks and stuff in here as well. I actually quite like to use these to adorn walls and stuff like that. They look good. They're a good asset. You know? They look dope behind walls and stuff. So let's see. Ooh. The age-old quest to find a place for fuel tanks that isn't right beside something very splody. To be honest, the more I play Reforged Eden, the less and less I care about that. Because generally, in my experience, even if you make your ship insulated, every device insulated and stuff like that, if you're taking enough fire that it's piercing the hull and exploding fuel tanks, you die, you're dead, you're done. The amount of time it takes for you to then to get out of trouble, you're already receiving huge explosive rounds into the heart of your ship. You're done. You're effed. You know? Unless you've got a pretty big freaking juggernaut, dreadnought-sized vessel that can take that kind of punishment internally, as well as externally, then, you know, kiss your ass goodbye. Right, let's chuck some fuel in this. Power is on. Statistically, max consumption. 200 kilowatts max output, so 100 with 6.35 kilowatts power usage. That's like barely any, really, isn't it? Let's put the shields on and see what that does. 91.3 kilowatts. So you know that firing the thrusters at the same time as charging the shields with one generator is going to overload that one generator. Look at that, it hit 66% there. I haven't got any pentaxid in the shields, so they won't be able to charge. But hell are we gonna do? What the hell are we gonna do? We're gonna have to remove some shields. No other way, really. We're just gonna have to do 2 capacitors and 1 charger. In order to have the CPU to have these 2 generators. It's hitting 90%. The likelihood is then we need another one of these somewhere. Oh my god. Really? That is just craziness to me. I mean, there's space for one here. There's space for another one here. So, all right. Let's have a third one. Far enough away from the elevator so that we can get around it. Here. Yeah, that works. All right. Fucking head tax the tank in this thing. Come on. And tax it. There it is. How did you get this? Oh my god. Elemental, refined. Everything's different. Okay, so 3 generators that aren't rotating because reasons. What is with that? Oh yeah, I'm looking at a wall, aren't I? Third person camera only, guys. We have got full CPU. Yeah, full CPU kind of, right? So there is another tier of CPU we can get. So we've got basic and improved, and we've got advanced. There is superior before you get into the levels of quantum stuff, right? So superior, the reason I've not included superior is because they require 2 quantum processors, superconductors. The quantum processors I know that you can get obviously from abandoned POIs, and you can get them, and if you're lucky, quite early on, because you can get abandoned POIs in the starter system, right? Superconductors are a little bit more difficult to get. You can get them from certain POIs, and you can buy them from certain traders. So again, they're not out of the realms of possibility in your early mid-game, but I excluded those CPUs because I don't want the ship to be that difficult to get. I want you flying this around in order to go and get those things, not needing those things before you can get this. If you've got a ship you can already fly around in order to get those things, there's no point in getting this one. You may as well then crack on and get a much bigger, more powerful ship. You know? This thing then has no purpose. I'd love to see players actually using this for democracy and for liberty. And for a damn good reason. Because it works, you know? Hello. That's not going to work, is it? That's supposed to be the way into the bridge. Something has gone awry. Fixed it. Right. So, we've got a 3rd generator in, and we know that that works with the capacitors we've got. That means that we know we need to have enough space here for that 3rd generator. When we are finished with the ship, we can then take the capacitors out and the 3rd generator out, and it'll work, and you can upgrade it as you see fit, I guess. Now then, we need to turn all this gubbins that I've put in here into a sort of corridor system that we can use. Imagine if CPU balance went up automatically as size class increased. like actual blocks adding CPU blocks. I wonder if the Nevorian style system would work with that, where you add actual part of the hull blocks you can add in Nevorian are computer core blocks. You can have as many as you want. They're very squishy, you know, but the more you add in, the more processing power you have. Nevorian has quite a lot of cool ideas like that stuff, you know. I'll give them credit. They thought about it. Right. Perfect block to sit next to my core here. One of many, preferably. If I can find it. Enhanced matter transmitter. Doesn't say it uses any CPU, which is nice. But the enhanced matter transmitter is a level 10, okay, and requires gold. Quantum matter transmitter. Dude, I am looking forward to Reforged Eden 2. There's some cool looking shit in here. Like, the progression looks different, dudes. Like, seriously different. Refreshing. Alright, so we've got to create a way through this ship that works now. I think I'm going to leave a lot of this sort of empty space in here. Because obviously you could put the... That was the other thing we were going to look into, wasn't it? Damn, the plasma turbines. Right. So the standard plasma turbines, because the advanced ones are dumb. These need to go somewhere. Because they reduce the power usage of the ship. I mean, we're already creating an engineering section here anyway, aren't we? So we needed a med bay though. Yeah, okay. Damn it. Damn it. How big is this thing? Okay, one or the other, but not both. These things cost 10,000 CPU each. Of course. But that they reduce the amount of power your ship uses. Which means that I could potentially lose one of these generators. So let's have a little look at this. Consumption, minus 500 watts, okay? So just 1 kilowatt for the two of them. For 10,000 CPU. Seems like a pretty poor deal. I know, right? Hey, dude. 1 kilowatt. Yeah, well, this thing's generating 100 kilowatts. For 50,000, or I can save 1 kilowatt for 10,000. Like, what is the point? These things should be way cheaper on CPU, in my opinion. They are, unfortunately, for that CPU cost, not going to save me 20,000 for the next tier up, which saves 1.2 kilowatts. Just one of them saves 1.2 kilowatts for 20,000 CPU. So you get 500 more watts. Yeah, okay. You get 500 more watts for your CPU. I don't think that's worth it. Like, to save CPU on power, it's not worth it. Yeah, I think you're right, Blue Phoenix. I don't think they're really used for anything other than just allowing a ship to idle without consuming power, basically. Because this ship idling right now with the thrusters on, shields off, I turn thrusters off, turrets off, everything else off. 2.61 kilowatts. So it's conceivable that you could have enough plasma turbines that essentially it uses no fuel to just idle. So yeah, okay. Well, that's fine. I was hoping that we'd be able to maybe save a generator out of them, but no, we can't. Okay. Alright, so I'll add them in because then I know the space they use and we can work around that, right? That's 1 kilowatt. Oh, these things are big. Now, whether you can get the ship to only use 1 kilowatt of power, I don't know, because we got 2 fridges, right? What else is using power? The detector? Wi-Fi? Fridge uses what? Barely anything, right? Gravity generator as well. That uses 250 watts. That'll be a big thing. Fridge is 5 watts and 10 watts, respectively. Interesting, the freezers, there you go, they use a lot less energy, but they're a lot smaller, I suppose. I think freezers are the way to go. Alright. Yeah, constructors as well were switched on as well, so I think we can probably get that thing using less than a watt of energy. Kilowatt, sorry, of energy. Not less than a watt, that would be a tough one. Alright, so we've got the core room here. I do want some maintenance access into this place. I do want to be able to get you in here. I wonder if there's a better way of doing it than up through engineering, though. Maybe through the hangar bay. Oh yeah, definitely. Through here, look. Put a door in the side. Plasma turbines are in the way over there, so let's go through here. I'll put a maintenance hatch there. Now, usually when I do maintenance hatches, I'll just like, I'll tie that door to signal logic. So unless you like flip the signal logic in the control panel here, it won't open if you just go by it. So therefore, it just looks like kind of part of the furniture, I suppose. But then when you want to get out and back here in the gubbins of the ship, you can. Everything else though, we'll make into a proper room. Plasma generators would be good candidates for exhaust pipes. Yeah, they would actually. They'd look pretty dope. Those things sound loud, yeah. Is someone hoovering? Yeah. Having different crew types would be much easier than programming room designations. It's interesting you mentioned that, actually. Just get rid of a bunch of stuff here. Because I believe you can now get different crew types. There's a power technician that consumes minus 75 watts of power by having this power technician crew member on your ship. Shield technician, which gives plus 1000 shield capacity and plus 50 shield charge. A fuel technician, which increases your fuel capacity by 4,000 liters. Helmsman, which gives you a plus 5 meganewton ship torque. Communications officer, logistics range is plus 85 meters. Tactical officer, CPU capacity plus 3,250. Security officer, ammunition capacity 4,000 liters. Medical officer, cures almost every status effect. That's fucking awesome. That's so good. Elion, seriously? Fucking take notes, man. Come on. Wow. Now, in terms of acquiring these guys, A, they're not repair to template. So you can't chuck them into a repair bay if you lose them. So getting them, I think you'd have to do either missions, POIs, or trading, buying them. Some are alien, some are human. Maybe UCH has a big thing to play on there. I don't know. The old slave market. Yep. No, we can get. Oh, these are decorative turret blocks. Look. Disabled Imperial weapons. Yeah. All right. We need to create a corridor through all this. We need to create a way up to this, and I'm still debating this whole area as a way up. I still don't like it. I gotta admit, I still don't like it. As a solution, I don't like it. Yeah. We need to be able to get around that generator by a whole block, otherwise we're just going to incinerate ourselves. So I need to eat into this block space down here. Right. So this is going to be our medical bay slash crew quarters of some sorts. Maybe just the captain's quarter will do. We need to be clever about this thruster again, like we were over the other side. Okay. Gets a bit toasty next to these things then. Right, okay. Damn. I was saying, like, last stream, how much room I had in the ship. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to fill this ship, dudes. And look at this crap, you know? Yeah, Noctan, you shut your dirty hoe mouth. Yeah? Don't you dare come up with ideas like that ever again. If only you could hire that two-legged dinosaur dubbed Jeff for security. Yeah, he wrecks, dude. Ben, what's the proper spelling for Gerald, cuckold? Yep, pretty much. It is Gerald, O-L-D. Gerald. I think I spelled it both ways, though, to be honest. I spelled it A and O. I could never make my mind up. Trying to have so much room in here. Vermilion, hold my beer. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds about right. I realise they're probably going to have to put some danger signs around these two. Danger, risk of laceration, danger, burning sensations may occur, you know? Yep. Danger incineration. Place is literally 1,000 ways to die in one room. Danger, hot. Gerald is worse than Karen. Yeah. Safety inspection in this area is performed by Gerald. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, Gerald is the male equivalent of Karen. Sustaining personal injury in this room is treason. But yeah. That's what we gotta do. Just make getting injured in here treasonous. Job done. Why you do this? Why? Why you do this? I hate you. Oh. Makes me so mad. King Gerald. Yeah. I want to put a little radiation-y thing here. Oh, man. And I'll put it there. Suck. I mean, nobody's going to see it. They can come through here and go, ooh, shiny, and then look right and go, ah, good. They will not touch it. I'm going to have to just put it there and accept the fact that it's floating like a barbarian. Bloody barbarian. Hey, sir, don't like. Wait for an LCD. Put it on the ceiling pointing down. Yeah, I mean, I've seen that, and I just. Because the text rolls. You know? It upsets me. I realize that, you know, I may be a little bit overly sensitive about these things, but it upsets me, damn it, right? So much room in here for LCDs. There's a freaking thing everywhere for an LCD. LCD paradise. Things make quite a spooky noise, really, don't they? You know what I mean? Kind of spooky. Plenty of places for you to add those special crew members in here, right? Someone can make a killing if they charge for people to make LCDs for them, right? Entire Spanish for sprucing up my innards of my ship. Look impressive on the outside, but a piece of crap on the inside. Every time Spanish goes near a turbine, it sounds like a train is going past on my headphones. Yeah, I don't know what to do about those things. They're just super loud, dudes. I'm sorry. They definitely do sound train-like, don't they? They threw away my doors. Oh no, there they are. Okay, so is that back to that freaking question about whether I connect this side up with this corridor or just leave it as a long way to walk. You shouldn't need to ever come up here, so all this sort of access really is just purely decorative RP stuff, right? You know, there's nothing going to be up here that you need to go and access. So having more than one access up here is probably unnecessary. I think just having the one is fine. And so shutting this off and blocking this off is my preferred option at this point, I think. Secret stash area. Yeah, we could turn this into a little cargo bay. Little spare parts room. That's quite a nice idea, actually. Could do that quite easily. Let's see. out there, across. So it looks like a little storage cubby. Spare parts and whatnot. Sorry about the train, guys. Apologies. Some of these generators are getting pulled out, which is why I'm putting things behind them. Normally you might be like, why are you bothering, Spanish? Nobody's going to see behind there, but you never know. Put them on the end of things, actually. Oh yeah, they run hot. Sorry, guys. But Gerald's bed there. Turbine room. Ear protectors are advised. As suggested. Recommended. Alright. So we got access to here through here, didn't we? Yep. Okay. Can't escape these bastards. They're everywhere. Weird. Right, hang on. I gotta do some airtightness checks here. The freaking oxygen bottles look like. Oh my god. Some of these new icons, I couldn't even tell you what they are anymore. They don't even look like, you know, at least with oxygen bottles, you could look at it and go, that's an oxygen bottle. Now it's just like, the fuck is that? Who knows? A Vermilion crystal, a Pentaxy crystal I like, that actually is a crystal. Water container. All right, I'll take your word for it. That's it. All right. Liquors look like liquors, narcotics look like narcotics, and fertilizer looks like a plastic fuel container. I don't know, robotics. Okay, I'll take your word for it, guess, but you know, you kind of got used to it. Bones are a good. I like that. Aluminium foil looks like aluminium foil. Everything else is just like, what's your best guess? Like advanced electronics. Looks like a freaking PDA, a Pip-Boy. Flux coil, yeah, coil-like. I get it. A nice. Glass plates, actually looks like glass plates. I'll give you that one credit. Steel plates as well, although they look like they're on a pallet, which is somewhat confusing. Some of them are better than others, you know? Gonna take some getting used to the new icons. For sure. It's always the way when there's change, isn't it? You're like, oh, what did I get? Then you get used to it and it's fine. But still, at a glance, the old icons, a lot of them you could tell straight away what it was about. That, I wouldn't know, like, that looks like Neo to me, but that's copper. Where is Neo? What the fuck does even Neo look like now? This is restaurants that goes here. Neo's purple? Since when has it been purple? Why is it purple? I don't know what that is. Change! Right, anyway, what was I doing? I was turning the air on. Houston? We have a problem. Oh, up here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh. Down. Ah, yes. The blasted blast doors. Oh, hang on. Let me do a block on that one. Let me guess on the other side as well. Yep, okay. Ah, ha ha ha. Thunderbar. No air in here, though. We need to fix that, don't we? All right. It's easy enough to do.
Welcome aboard.
Would be 2 of these there. Okay. Don't need 2, you need 1, but then, you know, some symmetry, right? You know? Okay, so this is all breathable. Lovely. That means that everything up the elevator and down the elevator should also be airtight. Yep. Lovely. Delightful. Through past the train as well, and in this weird freaking cubbyhole, which I'm quite surprised of because of the hangar door, but the hangar doors are airtight, so that's fine. I gotta say, their new oxygen diagnostic system is very good. That is very helpful. Like before, it would take me freaking ages to find the leak. You know, now it's just like, bam, there it is. Is the farm sealed? Good question. I mean, it would be because this is open. Yeah, so this isn't open here. So yeah, it would be. If we could seal it off separately, I suppose we could put one of the big armored doors there, the double doors, and seal it off that way if we wanted to. That would be fine. Yeah, show oxygen is so much better than show airtight. Yeah, show airtight is pointless now, really. It's also not correct as well. It shows blocks as airtight when they're clearly not. Okay. So we've got just the area down here now. It's the last internal space. You know, we got a lot of like weird rooms like this where we just got any internal bits that are just not. But then that's fine because that leaves it open for people to expand, upgrade, use this space whatever they want to, you know, upgrade into. So I'm not going to fill it with blocks because that just increases the cost and the weight of the ship for no good reason. There's even space in the nacelles here as well. Extra engines or whatever. There was another point I wanted to see if we could improve the yaw and pitch and stuff like that, but I want to get the internal spaces sorted before we do that. Start mecking around with thrusters again. And I also want to see if we can get more storage in here as well. Like swap some floors out for container extensions. We need ammo. We need ammo, boys. Men. Ammo. Let's get that in before I forget about it again. Never hear the end of it from Owen otherwise. Boy. Yeah, medical. This is where medical is going to be. We'll have a massive morgue here as well. Just loads of fridges against this back wall. Like right up against the thruster. They're both freezing and burning at the same time. Right. Ammo is always such a tricky one, like where the hell to put it. You know, we've got the fuel tanks up front here, which are already explodey boys. So I feel like probably not the best to shove ammo up here as well. But in theory, we could put a container extension, say, I don't know, here. By the bridge, isn't it? Because it's only it's the controller that explodes, not the individual extensions. So if you can reasonably well protect the controller, bear in mind that right here where the bridge is, there's nothing targetable apart from the player himself, but nothing targetable. Just a question of left or right, really. And I've already made a big sort of point about how oh, I can't remember what I was going to say now. It doesn't matter. Believe it or not, those two, let's do it one block back actually, those two connect. Proper cheeky, but it's a nice little way of expanding the storage there. 111,000, bearing in mind that really the only ammunition going to be in here is 15 mil to start off with, isn't it? It's two of them. 111,000. That should probably do. Probably do for a while, unless you really want to upgrade this thing to a friggin' warship, and then there's plenty of space everywhere else. You can work in more container extensions and stuff if you want to. My starter only has 120. Yeah, so 220 should be more than enough. I do want that, actually. Get that back. See if we can get another 2 data controllers in here. We're 86,000 over CPU now, but we know we've got to remove a bunch of shields and stuff anyway. Ah! Run away! Hear that noise? Run away! Alright. Space down here. We got this huge cargo bay here already. But then we've got... Okay, so that's outside the ship, isn't it? We got to play with internal walls and floors. Cargo storage, really. Because, yeah. We step outside and that's it. It's done. But here we got this big space here. And there's not really anything you could do with it, to be honest. It's kind of like dead space. You could chuck an oxygen station in there maybe for, you know, space EVAs and stuff like that, but otherwise, you know, there's not really much point in it. So I might put a cargo controller there, and we'll have to do this without symmetry, I think. What is unsymmetrical about that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, right, it's already connecting. Yeah, I see. That'll do it. Okay, let's see if we can get it symmetrical then. Let's put it down. Put it down here. Let's get it symmetrical, and then forget to turn symmetry mode on. Sounds like something I'd do. So yeah, you see how it won't let me connect stuff, so really couldn't put anything there. That connects to the other one. Uh-huh. So you have to put these like blanking. Oh shit, symmetry. Yeah, I really need to turn this off. Doing more damage. More damage than good right now. Snake things through here like quite a lot, don't you? It's up to 160,000. Whoop! I'll breach. Whoop! 176,000. Hmm. Two, three, three. Two, 5, 1. I think that's reasonably good for that one. And I can even expand that further because, you know, we've got the space 2 over here, haven't we? We don't have a stairwell to contend with. Very little cubby hole there, though. I'm going to create a stairwell to contend with. Just for the lols. Alright, so that one is 259 now. It's pretty damn good, right? 189 over here, which isn't great. And I've pretty much run out of space to grow it into, I think. Looks like a block I can use. Nope. Never mind. Hull breach. Yep. Hold the phone. I may have just breached new territory. $329. Wow, I don't want it to go that big. What about 250 again, like the other one? What was the original? 23 something, wasn't it? 232 or something like that. 297. $273. Why are you taking storage away, Spanch? It makes no sense. 233. That'll do. It gives more options for upgrades later. Like adding in harvest containers and stuff like that. You know, the whole floor here, this space here, could be harvest containers. They're going to lop it off. Block it off. There you go. You can always use the smaller ones for something like small arms, meds, and fuels. Yeah, well, that's the little boxes. I use the little boxes for that sort of stuff. Decent space we got there, isn't it? Pretty decent bit of space. Okay. I find the 16 KSU containers are a bit small for that stuff. Don't need medic equipment since the divers are just cloned when they die. True, but yeah, we want to make it useful for Empyrion. So we are going to make it useful. A useful ship. So I figure this forward bit here could be sick bay. We could put it around that giant thruster. That'll be fine. And then maybe we could put some nice quarters or something down there. Alright. We're going to need ventilation. We're going to need lighting. We're going to need tech deco. That deco. Meds. Console deco. Potted plants, obviously. Obviously. Okay, so let's use these giant fridges to create a natural buffer between that thruster and the player. Hello, cheeky. We've got a med chamber up here. I might change that to just clone chamber. I don't know. Sick bay is quite easy to get to. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use it. A clone chamber. Where is the clone chamber? Never bloody see it. There she is. In theory, actually, it'd be a teleporter there would be really cool. Teleporter there would be a good idea. I'm gonna put the med chamber right there. Nice and easy to get to. Diagnostics 1 and 2. People 1 and 2? Make sure you use the glass shower and put it next to the window for infinite view. Yes. You know it. A perfect place for the shower actually would be right here. Shower's got a curtain on it, so you don't need that. I'm trying to think, like, maybe the hospital style beds, right? You'll be right next to the painters there, so one there and one there. And then we use stuff like this. Create like privacy blinds type thing. Now I'm taking you on the road, Sponge, so be sure to entertain me. No pressure. Joke, of course, hope you're having a good stream. You're on the road, Lainey. You're on the road. Where are you going? On a Wednesday. Hope you have a wonderful time wherever you are. Unless you're going to a shit place, in which case I hope it's barely bearable. And not completely unbearable. Medic stuff also needs to be at the main entry, whether it's a hangar or boarding ramp near the bridge. I hate ships that shove medical equipment in the furthest corner of the ship. Too many ships designed for RP and not functionality first. Yeah, Agni, you're absolutely right.
Headshot.
Hey, Jesse, thank you very much for the sub. That was like half an hour ago. I'm so sorry I missed it. I just seen it on my feed now. I know, I only just saw. She's on a milkshake run. Coming home from a shit place, so all good. Okay, I'm glad you're on your way home, Lainey. I'm sorry you were at a shit place. That sucks. Hopefully I can cheer you up a little bit with some chilled out vibes while we build the democratic ship of the future, of course. What do you think? I don't know if you're driving, Lainey. I'm assuming not. You know, because you're chatting here. But you're a hell diver. Judge my hell dive ship. You know? How about it? Judge me. If you dare. This is wrong. This is correct. This is wrong. Why are you wrong? No, you're correct. Yay. The yellow glowies here are a bit much. They're not quite as subtle as I'd hoped they'd be. They're quite like... Ah! So, I'm gonna swap them out. It's getting intense in the music, huh? You thought it was just chilling in building. Now we're raving in building. Raving and building. And I rolled an R on a B. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Whatever. Right. Squirrel. Sorry. Back to the med bay. Need 16K boxes for the small mass stuff. Yeah. Something must be about to happen. No, nothing exciting. It's just the music's shuffle power. The shuffle power is strong. Alright. So 16K boxes. Yeah. I mean, I've got a few little spots dotted around for these sort of things. Like in these sort of places. Any of these are 8K boxes, like little cargo containers like that. They are great for like armor boosts and stuff, right? So I don't think we can get a 16K in there actually. But we can get like a normal box there, and then like a box of containers there or something. And it gives it that kind of gives it that, like, you know, working ship vibe. But I do like in integrating these guys into the walls or floors somewhere. So we can find maybe a wall or floor we can sabotage. Maybe like that. Quite good hiding them in there. It's a really good thing to do on small ships if you are building a small starter ship. Space efficiency. These mother duckers, especially these ones here, unless they've changed, the hit points are 1,000. Oh, these ones are, yeah, the reinforced is 1,500 hit points. That one's 50. This is like the weakest. It's like the weakest one I've chosen. 1,500 hit points, yeah. These guys have got 1,500 hit points. And one, I think that one is airtight. No, this one has airtight as well, which is useful. None of the others are airtight. That one is weirdly airtight. Why is it the two that are airtight have got massive fecking gaps in them that would make them absolutely not airtight, right? Yet the one that looks like it might actually be airtight has got all the way up to the corners in all four sides, apart from like the front and this little bit here and here, is not airtight, right? This one airtight. This one is not airtight. That makes sense. It's got a frame. This one's not airtight. Again, that one would pretty much fill the entire space. It should be airtight. But yeah, no, that one and that one are the airtight ones. Oh, and that small one there, which again, huge gaps, shouldn't be airtight. Anyway, I digress once again. Put a little boxy there. Put a little boxy there. And there we go, see? Oh, and yeah, we got this area here as well. We put a little boxy up here. And a little boxy down here. All the 16K storage, or 8K. What are these things? 5,000, 4,000, 8,000. Alright. Lots of space for those little knickknacks you're going to collect. Those unique quest items that you don't know whether you can get rid of or not. Yeah. Glass doors aren't airtight, whereas glass walls are. So, yeah. Yeah. It's all a bit chaotic. Right, so we got a couple of crew quarters here. I am gonna bust through this wall to reveal there's vented blocks here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let there be light. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those, to be honest. Like, great, I can see outside now, but at what cost? Like, this guy's got a hell of a view when that opens. Hope he's not in the shower, you know? This guy? No oxygen. Yeah, I'm just gonna seal that back up again. No view, no air. You're effed. Sorry. Okay, so. Airwise. Airwise sounds like a air travel company, doesn't it? Airwise. Make sure you travel wise with Airwise. That's potentially problematic. If you stand on that, your foot will get chewed up. Damn it. Yeah, that works. Hey, that works. Sneaky. Sneaky blocks. I'll breach. Okay. I don't know what bloody room I'm designing here, I really don't. It's a bedroom or a freaking luxury bathroom, you know? Yeah. I feel like I want to put the shower and toilet over here, actually. It's just not gonna have. He's not gonna have a bathroom sink, which is disgusting. Cool. I thought this slope sort of bit here would be a nice feature, but I feel like it's becoming a bit shit, right? Wash your hands in the shower, duh. Darkney, you're absolutely right. Yep. Spot on. Hygiene tips. Stream has reached new levels. Hygiene tips from the chat. wash your hands in the shower. See, these things aren't airtight, so I'm looking at ways of maybe using that to get some cheeky airflow through here. Also, these things aren't airtight, actually. So, achieved. Airtightness achieved, actually. I'm going to... yeah, I'm going to get rid of everything along this line and then just replace it with standard full blocks. It's kind of irritating me. There we go. Right. We have a room. No potted plant though, so oof, rough. Can't believe you have a room without a potted plant. That is next level peasant, that is. Alright, there we go. Potted plant achieved. Toilet without door. Unacceptable. Nobody wants to see or smell that. Alright. And there's air flow through here because of those wardrobes. That should carry on through here because of those toilets. Yep. We have achieved cheeky airflow. Big fan. Alright, now for the depressing room. Right. Let's get a bathroom counter here. And then I'm going to cheek it with 2 wardrobes here and here. Oh, look at that. That changes things, doesn't it? Then we get a bed. Here. Next to the door. Weak. Bed here. TV there. Chair with a view in the bathroom for the pervs. No need for a door there because, you know, it's private-ish. And a potted plant. Room achieved. Nailed it. Hey, Lucky. Make it a gym? No AHAX plants in the bedroom. The tentacle tree. I don't want to sleep near that. I'm sorry. That's just... It's bad times. Shit's kicking off again. Well, ladies and gents, I think we have an interior. By Jove, I believe we have an interior. Right then. Oh, one more thing. Shield generator noises, dudes. Armor lockers, armor repair, O2 stations. So, armor locker, armor locker. Oh, cancel that. Damn it, that sticks out so much though. Stick it upside down here. Kind of my plan with the repair station, I've got to admit. That's acceptable. That's acceptable. It looks like part of the kitchen. Now, but what about the O2 station though? That is unacceptable. Shit, where do I put this? Ew. Yuck. All right. Breach. Shit. You want a real quick way out of the ship? Alright, we gotta be clever here. We're gonna be smart. We're gonna use some kind of intelligence. Yeah, we're fucked. Alright. Bear with me, okay? You just don't panic, don't panic. It's gonna be fine. Yes. As is usually the case around here, pipes have saved the day. Everything's okay. Don't worry about it, alright? Just as you were. Pipes have saved the day. Alright, so we need more O2 stations than that, because, I mean, having them on here where you jump off the bridge in glorious democratic style is one thing, but actually having it in a useful place is generally more useful, right? So I'm going to put one next to the clone chamber there, which kind of just ruins the aesthetic I had in mind there, but what are you going to do? We shouldn't need any other places of the ship. The only other place I can think of is down here in the hangar bay. While there are places I could cram an O2 station, I'm not sure aesthetically if it would really work. I mean, why not, right? Why the F not? Yeah. Hate that narrow little connection between those two blocks there. It just doesn't look sturdy at all. It looks nasty. Alright, is there anything you guys can think I've missed? We got Wi-Fi, we got ammo boxes, we got med chambers at O2 stations, we got O2 tanks, fuel tanks, generators, shield chargers, and boosters. We've got guns, we got engines. Right, that was it. I was gonna see if we can add some more engines on this thing to improve its maneuverability. As at the moment, statistics-wise, we've only got a 20-degree roll, 10 degrees pitch, and a 16-degree yaw. It's sluggish, to say the least. It was never going to be a sports car in performance, but you do want some level of performance, I suppose. So we have a cargo lift available of 16.9 kilotons, and that's here on the outer freaking high orbit of this planet. That is not a lot, is it? That's with single ion advanced lift thruster. So we're going to see if we can fit some more thrusters in here, aren't we? Just get rid of a bunch of this stuff. And it will just be ion thrusters. Advanced. Have we got extra large ion? The 3x1s. 3x1 ones. Oh, here we go. Large ions. 3x1 ones. The only problem with these ones is that Alright. They're gonna stick out a bit.
Welcome aboard.
Right, that gives us a little bit more thrusty thrust. 35.8 kilotons. Lifty lift. $50 kilotons lifty lift. We got one down thruster at the rear there. So if we want to pitch down, we're going to struggle, aren't we? Oof. Pokes out a little bit more than I'm willing to accept. Terribly sorry. That's actually not so bad. They poke out a little bit more than I'm willing to accept. You're gonna have to add some greebling down here. That should improve our pitch rate somewhat. 17 degrees, yeah, that's a bit better. Not by a lot, but a little bit. Ideally, you want to get this stuff up to about 30. I just don't see it happening with Reforged 2. With ion thrusters, at least, anyway, in this sort of level of ship, you know. I can get some dirty side thrusters in here. You know. Dirty because they'd be blocked, basically. Okay, well. Let's do something about that as well. Those nozzles stick out. They're okay while the landing gear is down, but when that landing gear is up, it is going to be... They're going to stick out like a sore thumb. I'm going to have to do something around them to blend them in a little bit, but I think that's pretty much as much as we could do today. Have to do some more of the shenanigans later, I think. Yeah. Static! Holy shit! That looks like a chain reaction explosion waiting to happen! I love it. Just don't lose your shields. You're fine. Just don't lose your shields. It'll be okay. But yeah, I am going to get rid of that one and that one. Also, hey, Static! What the bloody devil are you, good sir? Oh, hello. You've come in right at the end of the stream. Congratulations. I'm about to say bye-bye, good night, thank you very much. And here you f***ing are. Yeah. Also, dude, if you're playing Helldivers, then there may or may not be, but probably absolutely will be a game tonight and with some friends, if you're interested. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, only 4 hours of Spanish. On a Wednesday, yes, it's gone for my wife has just gone to go pick up the daughter, so she'll be home soon. I need to get dinner ready and stuff. And the entire debacle of the evening begins as this 1.5-year-old baby just absolutely tears our life to pieces. In the cutest, most adorable way ever. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope you have enjoyed the stream and continuing to enjoy my build of the Helldivers Super Destroyer here. I think we got one more stream in this bad boy. Yeah, and your health, yeah. It's just like playing, just not cute. Excellent, good news, Static. Nice one, dude. But yeah, I think we got one more stream in this bad boy, and then we can get it. I don't think it'll be on the workshop until Reforged Eden 2 comes out. I don't know whether to publish it. What I might do is put it on my Discord as a downloadable EPB file. Oh fuck it, I'll just put it on the workshop. What am I doing? Just plaster Reforged Eden 2 all over it, and yeah, everybody could at least then use that as a basis to start building their own ships or something. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay. So still lots of texture work to do to the outside. Hopefully next stream we can get that finished, and then I'll do the internal texture work off camera, and then I'll show you guys in a future episode or something the finished product before it's published. But yeah, I think progress has come along nicely. Thank you very much everybody for your help today. All the suggestions and stuff are always really useful. I think the scaling's about right for the most part. It's it's a tricky one to do, but I hope you've enjoyed. I need to get those thrusters sorted and then get this thing performing a little better. I just think I'm really constrained about the shaping of the ship. It's always the way with recreations, isn't it? You can rebuild it perfectly, but then to actually get it performing in Empyrion land is just a nightmare. Anyway, we'll see what we can do. Thank you as always for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed. I'll be back on Friday for a mystery game that the Chaos crew are trying out for the first time ever, and hopefully you'll join us for that. We're hoping it's going to be a nice long day, completely new, never sort of done this sort of thing before. Tried it, haven't really gone along with it. Hopefully this one will stick. We'll see what happens. Join us on Friday. Some of you know what I'm talking about. The rest of you weren't here on time, so ha 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 ha. I really will see you Friday. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your week, guys. And take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.